Before this video starts, I just want you guys to know that my VGen is open. I would really like to get verified. My commissions are currently 50% off until May 13th. I'll see you there. Hey there, I'm Bunny, or Dreamy, and welcome to the Burrow. It's not my first time having my voice on this channel. I've had this channel for over 10 years, but I was a kid when I first started. I would do silly animation memes that are no longer on the internet, unfortunately. And I was so bad at it. Anyway, this piece is my very first VGen commission by this lovely person here, and hopefully if I remember to do this, it will be on screen now. If I remember correctly, this character is called a Lantern Tail, and it's probably one of my first time even drawing a species type character. Very beautiful. I really loved and enjoyed creating this. Didn't think to record the sketch, so you guys will probably see it at the very end of the video. I'm very much always changing how I do line art and how I do rendering. I'm just trying to learn and grow as I go along. I have been drawing for over 10 years, since my middle school days, and as many of you know, and I'm not afraid to say it, I am 23 years old. I'm currently in college, currently on a break, but art is my passion. Art is something I have wanted to do and have done my whole life. My whole process during this was, well, this is hard, but not hard in a way that it's like difficult, hard in a way that I really want to impress who I work for. And I was so nervous because I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted everything to be so perfect, actually, that I ended up changing a little bit of the line art later down the line. A lot of it felt like unbalanced. I had a lot of thin lines where thin lines shouldn't be, and I had a lot of thick lines where thick lines shouldn't be, and I messed up her toes. I was a little too excited sketching. I also go on to change this whole foot. I changed this entire foot because it looked too fat. Yeah. I think my revision of the line art was the best thing I could have done. Getting this lantern to look like it was in a 3D space was probably well, hello. Should I keep that in the video? Getting the lantern to look like it was in a 3D space was really hard for me to do. I like to think I know how 3D spaces work, but this was still a challenge. As I said, I am learning and growing as I go along. But doing stuff like this gets me to do things out of my comfort zone, and that's probably really good for me. A lot of you don't know this. I refuse to draw mechas and like robots and like stuff like that. But I do have a lot of friends who have characters like that, and I do use some of them for practice. I'll get there eventually. Yippee. I have this really bad tendency where I forget that I'm recording. Not that I have anything to hide, but also, like, you don't need to see these stupid fucking names like eyes, or me number matching, or, you know, you're... I also have such a bad habit of forgetting to hit record again. I will, like, pause my recording and leave for a little bit, and come back and just immediately start drawing. And put it in a little while later. I think I was just a little too excited for this and immediately went into it. I didn't even think about it. Saw the character, said f yeah. Oh, wait, I can't curse on YouTube. Said freak yeah and jumped into it. I did a little stalking and snooping, but this commissioner is also an artist. And if I have the money, I will definitely commission them. Their art is so freaking cute. I cannot. If you guys are liking the voiceover so far, I'd love for you to tell me. If anything, I could probably come up with actual topics to talk about instead of me ranting and rambling about my work and doing stuff with my work. I'd love to. I'm into a lot of stuff, and I watch a lot of YouTube. Okay, maybe I'm not the person you want to hear me talk about things from. Whoa, did you see that? What about this? Sorry, I was bored. This character to me was one of the most interesting because their color palette is primarily green, and I don't know if you see my little character there. I don't touch the color green, ever, except maybe for eyes. But green? Me and green, no. But this was actual, wonderful practice for me. I don't think there's many other colors that I do not use, but green is definitely one of them. Let alone green flame. I don't work with flame too often either. If there's any artist watching my video, do you think there's a way I could streamline some of my process? Do you think there's a way I could streamline some of my process? I feel like I'm both pretty fast at my craft and both kind of slow because I take a way that's more comfortable. I actually picked up rendering from this from a wonderful YouTuber. Actually, they have a couple of their tools on Clip Studio Paint, and I have used the line art tool and some of the shading and rendering tools religiously. Their art is so pretty, and I absolutely adore the way they render, so I kind of picked up on it. I don't know why I didn't shade everything black and white this time around and instead use color. I feel like just going in with black and changing the opacity would have been a lot smoother. But I don't know, some of the shading ended up looking really pretty, only for it to go black and white. Grayscale, my beloved. The timing of that was kind of funny. A funny note I want to make here is a lot of the time I record these videos, I'm usually in a call or watching movies or something, and during some of this recording, you guys won't hear it because I already muted the video, but in the video, when I speed it up, I can hear my friends' voices super sped up, and it's really freaking funny. And I can always tell which friend it is too because, I don't know, I know my friends. I'm still not the most confident in the way I render here. I like to think I do a pretty good job, but it's not the best. Honestly, the shading kind of makes her look pretty ghosty. I like it. Halloween idea! Doing the shading for this was really interesting because they are a solid black creature. I couldn't do your regular shading, obviously, so I took the color of their liner and their fire highlights and made that their shading instead. Honestly, my favorite bit of all this was probably making the fire really glowy. I do plan on making some sort of VTuber or PNG tuber in the future. As much as I like my little gif of my little character just kind of floating there, if I do plan to talk in these videos, I would like for there to be more motion. Here is are the final pieces. They let me do whatever I wanted for this, so I kind of didn't have an actual background color, so I came up with 3. And the transparent PNG. Here is the Clip Studio time-lapse. It was a lot of fun making a video like this. It was a lot of fun voicing for a video like this. I don't get to do that much, and I would very much love to do it some more. If you guys liked the video, please remember to subscribe and give it a... Oh my god, I can't talk. Please remember to subscribe and give it... I'm keeping all these in the video. Subscribe and like, please. Please. My goodness. This is just a reminder before the actual reminder at the very end of the video. My VGen is open. I'm trying to get verified, and I would appreciate if more people could help me get there. Being a freelance artist is like my dream. Doing stuff like this is my dream. And I would love to keep going for that dream. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye!